Welcome to a brand new deep dive. For those of you out there who are always looking for that next great aha moment.
Yeah, that spark of insight, but, without the massive information overload.
Exactly. And today we have a really fascinating source material. We're looking at an excerpt from a Wikipedia list of Latin phrases.
Specifically the ones beginning with the letter V.
Right, the V list. And okay, let's unpack this, because my mission today is to prove to you that Latin isn't just some, dusty, dead language reserved for old textbooks.
It really isn't. I mean, it's so foundational.
It is. And we want to uncover how these ancient V phrases act as this timeless mirror reflecting human psychology, the arrogance of rulers, our obsession with truth, and honestly, even our everyday office vocabulary.
It's a great lens to use because while ancient Greek rhetoric started centuries before Latin, these specific Latin phrases have uniquely embedded themselves into our modern institutional DNA.
Oh, totally. They are everywhere. But instead of starting with, boring grammar lessons, let's dive right into the most dramatic individuals who actually spoke the language.
The rulers and emperors.
Yes, because looking at them shows how their words reveal both immense ego and some really surprising humor.
Oh, definitely.
Let's look at the ultimate flex of Julius Caesar. It's 47 BC. He just fought this major battle against King Pharnaces II.
Right, near Zella.
Yeah, and he sends this message back to the Roman Senate. And it's supposedly just 3 words. Veni, vidi, vici.
I came, I saw, I conquered.
I mean, it is the ancient equivalent of a devastating 3-word mic drop tweet. It's just so impossibly arrogant.
It's pure confidence, yeah.
Yeah.
But the brilliance of veni, vidi, vici is actually in the mechanics of classical Latin.
Okay, wait, how so?
Well, because it's a highly inflected language, Caesar didn't even need to use pronouns.
Oh, right, because the subject is baked in.
Exactly. The I is implied by the I suffix at the end of each word. Plus, these are all in the perfect active indicative tense.
So it's very symmetrical.
Highly symmetrical. Veni, vidi, vici. It's this percussive, almost marching rhythm.
Wow, so he's not just saying what happened, he's
structurally mimicking a military march. He's telling the Senate, that coming, seeing, and conquering all took the exact same amount of effortless energy.
That is so intimidating. But then, you contrast that with Augustus, who had a completely different vibe.
Very different. Augustus had to master the art of looking like an ordinary citizen while holding absolute power.
Right, because looking like a dictator got Caesar assassinated.
Exactly. So Suetonius records this phrase ascribed to Augustus. When he wanted to describe something being done very quickly, he used the phrase, velocis quam asparagi cuquantur.
Huh. Which means faster than asparagus can be cooked.
Right. Or as quick as boiled asparagus.
Okay, I have to ask, why asparagus? I mean, out of all the fierce, militaristic things the Roman emperor could use to describe speed, why a mundane vegetable?
Well, what's fascinating here is how it highlights the relatable domestic reality of ancient life.
Like it brings him down to earth.
Precisely. It strips away the marble statue facade of these rulers. I mean, asparagus cooks incredibly fast. If you leave it in boiling water for an extra minute, it turns to mush.
Oh, true.
So Augustus is basically using a kitchen timer as his metaphor.
That is brilliant PR. It's the ancient equivalent of a politician eating a hot dog at the state fair.
Exactly. It humanizes him completely.
And speaking of humanizing, we have to talk about Vespasian's dark comedy, because his last words are just incredible.
Oh, they are famously cynical.
He's literally dying, and his last words are, Vai, puto deus fio.
I think I'm becoming a god.
I mean, the self-aware humor there. He's realizing his own mortal failing body while simultaneously poking fun at the Roman tradition of defying dead emperors.
It's a brilliant juxtaposition. He's mocking the bureaucratic machinery that's about to turn his very human corpse into an immortal deity.
Right. And that actually transitions us perfectly.
Right.
Because building on Vespasian's realization of, ultimate reality and mortality, let's talk about the ultimate reality humans have chased for millennia.
Truth.
Yes, truth. Because veritas is arguably the most repeated word in the V list when it comes to mottos.
It's ubiquitous, and you see different institutions adopt it to establish immediate authority.
Look, Harvard, right.
Yeah, Harvard's original motto was Veritas Christo et Ecclesiae.
Truth for Christ and church.
Exactly. But over the centuries, they shortened it to just veritas. They removed the religious meaning to make it a universal claim to ultimate reality.
And it's not just schools. The CIA's clandestine service uses it too.
Right. Their motto is Veritatem cognoscere.
To know truth. Okay, let me play devil's advocate here for a second, though.
Go for it.
Does slapping veritas on a crest actually mean anything? Or is it just the ancient version of hollow corporate synergy jargon? Like, did these institutions actually care about truth or just the branding of it?
That is the core question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because claiming truth is really about claiming permanence.
Permanence, how so?
Well, we can synthesize this by looking at the philosopher Seneca the Younger. He gives us two great quotes here, veritas odit moras, which means truth hates delay,
Okay.
and veritas numquam perit, truth never expires.
Ah, truth never expires.
Right, so claiming truth is the ultimate power move because it outlasts any single ruler's reign. You attach yourself to something eternal.
Oh, I see. Even if your institution is flawed, the concept you're claiming isn't.
Exactly. Even the occultist Aleister Crowley used it for his magical motto. He went with vivere universum vivus vici.
By the power of truth, I, while living, have conquered the universe.
Notice the rhythm there. Vivere universum vivus vici.
Wait, 5 V words. That's a direct phonetic escalation of Caesar's 3 V words.
It absolutely is.
Wow. But, okay, if we revere truth so highly, why do we constantly fail to live up to it?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the V list actually contains some brutally honest observations about human fallibility.
It really does. Like the struggle of acrasia.
Yes, the weakness of will.
Right. Ovid perfectly captures this in the phrase, video meliora proboci deteriora siccor.
I see, and approve of the better, but I follow the worse.
I mean, that is just so incredibly relatable. It's the ultimate summary of setting your alarm for a 6 a.m. workout, hitting snooze 3 times, and then just eating a donut instead.
Yeah, that's acrasia in a nutshell.
You logically know the better choice. You approve of it. But your actions completely follow the worst path.
And it scales up to society, too. It's the illusion of change.
Oh, like the quote from Titus.
Right. Vulpes pinum mutat, non mores.
The fox changes his fur, not his habits.
It's this sobering reminder from antiquity. Humanity can change its outward attitude or its branding without ever changing its core objectives.
Which perfectly loops back to our corporate synergy conversation.
Yeah.
You can slap a new logo or a Latin motto on something, change the fur, but the underlying habits are exactly the same.
Exactly. And another massive human flaw on the list is the failure to follow through.
Oh, Hannibal, yes. The quote directed at Hannibal after the Battle of Cannae in 216 BC.
Vincisis Hannibal victoria utinesis.
You know how to win, Hannibal. You do not know how to use victory.
He pulled off this tactical masterpiece, encircled and destroyed the Roman army, but then he hesitated.
He didn't march on Rome.
No, he didn't. He failed to follow up. It perfectly encapsulates the failure to capitalize on an advantage.
It's like nailing a job interview, but then being too nervous to negotiate your salary.
Precisely. You win the battle, but you lose the momentum.
Man, human nature really hasn't changed. And, you don't even need to be Hannibal or an emperor to use these phrases.
Not at all.
In fact, if you're listening right now, you are likely using V Latin every single week without realizing it.
It's heavily embedded in our everyday vocabulary. Take the word veto.
I forbid.
Right. Its origins are in ancient Roman voting procedures. Tribunes would literally step in and say veto to block a piece of legislation.
It's literally an ancient pause button. And then there's Vox Populi,
Voice of the people.
which modern media truncates all the time to just Vox Pop.
Yeah, for those rapid-fire street interviews you see on the news.
And vedi mecum, meaning go with me.
Which evolved to describe a handbook or a manual that you carry around.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. Think about the phrase vice versa.
Meaning with position turned.
Right, but the pronunciation revelation with this one completely blew my mind. Because
Yeah.
we all walk around saying vice versa.
We do.
But if an ancient Roman heard us, they would have no idea what we were saying.
And none at all, because in classical Latin pronunciation, the letter C is always a hard K sound.
Always a K.
Yes, and the consonantal V actually represents a W sound.
Wait, so put that together. How would Caesar have pronounced vice versa?
He would have said, we ek we ersa.
Vike we ersa.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound stern or imposing at all. It sounds joyful.
It really does.
It sounds like a spell from a cartoon. We-E-K-W-E-H-R saw. It just completely shatters that illusion of these perfectly serious marble statues.
It makes the ancient world sound much more alive, much more human.
So what does this all mean? We've journeyed from Caesar's battlefield flexes to the boiled asparagus of Augustus.
Through the institutional branding of truth.
Right, all the way to the phonetic surprises of we-e-k-w-p-h-r psi. And it just goes to show this language is far from dead. It's a living roadmap of human nature.
And understanding these phrases really gives you an incredible lens for viewing modern institutions and even your own human flaws.
Absolutely.
It reminds you that your modern struggles are beautifully, timelessly ancient.
Well said. And on that note, I want to leave you with a final provocative thought to ponder on your own.
Okay.
We've seen how a random metaphor about boiled asparagus survived for over 2,000 years, simply because an emperor used it in passing.
Right.
So if a future civilization uncovers our digital archives thousands of years from now, which of our mundane, everyday text message abbreviations are they going to meticulously catalog?
Oh.
Will they treat our casual texts with the same profound reverence we give to Roman quotes? Like, will a simple modern idiom or BRB become the new boiled asparagus of the year 4000?
That is a fascinating thought.
Something to mull over. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.